Dang it. What was I thinking? But you guys know if you've already, caught some good profits today, you don't need to keep trading your main account. You can always, switch to a different account if you have one. Switch to a different account if you want to trade something else. But that's what I got. That is my analysis going into this session. This is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting this to come up to here. And if not, if we're just going to reverse, then I'll take the shorts down to equal lows. So let's see if we can find a good setup. I am completely losing my voice right now, guys, so bear with me. I'm gonna have to like not talk all weekend to rest my voice. Man, so what are you guys up to? How are your accounts looking right now? How are the accounts looking? I would hope pretty good. After the two trades we've taken, last night's trade and today's trade, I'd hope your accounts are looking pretty good right now. There we go, AZ Sunshine. Green. Man, that's all right, Tony. There's gonna be more. Let's go, Wild West. Got that payout. That's what I'm talking about. Did not trade today. Honest money's looking good. Evelyn's up 1,600 times 2 accounts. Let's go. Gween for Shosky. Guys, it's so weird. Sometimes some of your names are not fully popping up, and others, like your name fully pops up. So I try to say your guys' names, but sometimes I don't see what your name is on here, and it's kind of weird. Max profit on one combine, but only up $100 on the Express today. Didn't have time to trade it. Hey, that's fine. Green is green. Da Vinci is green. That's what I'm talking about, guys. A lot of green all around. Yeah, isn't that weird? I don't know why. Because it doesn't do that on my phone, but it does it on my computer, so I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, exactly. Braden, help me. You get 50K standard account, you get two of them for only $75 a month. Yeah, if they're doing the buy one get one free or buy one get one 50% off, I think that does sound about right, but I'll have to double check. Let me look. I'll pull up FFN right now. Let me look at their pricing. Yeah, so 50K, only one free account at any given time. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. But the paid one is 50% off. Yeah, that's awesome. That's it. That sounds like a good deal to me. Sounds like a good deal to me. Very nice. Okay, so we're pumping, guys. Like I said, I wanted to see these longs come in, but we're not really forming any more 1 minute fair value gaps yet for me to take an entry off of during the silver bullet. So I'm still waiting. Can you trade FFN on TV? What do you mean, C Breezy? Will you take the L? What is that supposed to mean? Oh, on TradingView, guys. I'm dumb right now. Your guys is like you said okay, so L means long, TV means TradingView. Cool. I got that figured out now. The abbreviations are messing with my brain right now. Yeah, so any trading software that you can connect to Rhythmic. Guys, so these longs are stepping in. You guys know I've been wanting to take these longs here. I talked about this right when we hopped on the session, so I'm just waiting for a good fair value gap entry here during Silver Bullet to take my entry. I really do want to test these longs. All right, let's see if we form a nice 1 minute busy here. Oh, this would be a nice juicy setup here. Yeah, I do look at 2 and 3 minute, but I don't necessarily take many entries off of those time frames. I usually just kind of use them in Confluence. No, we're running away. We're running away. Don't run away from us. Yeah, so this fair value gap entry would have been very, very nice for this trade. That would have been a nice entry. I don't know if we're going to come back anymore. We'll see. We will see if we come back. ES is almost at the premium of this range right now. Honest money, you got your entry at 22.8475. Very nice. Good entry. Very nice. Oh yeah, so you got it all the way down here. Guys, so I want to see us trade into this fair value gap here, see a good reaction, take a long up to this high, and then up to the equilibrium. That's my target right now. These are my two targets. Why are they my targets? Because we have those 15-minute highs right there. We have our equilibrium. We have a 15-minute SIBI. That's why those are my targets right now. But I just need to see us trade into my level. Trade into my level, please. I have not tested Fast Track. Not yet. I have not tested it yet. I do believe Fabio is still waiting. Fabio is still waiting to hear. Maybe don't try. Yeah, I do think it's a good idea. I think Fabio is kind of the test patient, if you will, testing out to see if Fast Track works, if he's going to get his payout or not. So once Fabio gets back to us, once we hear if he gets his payout or not, then we can maybe get the confirmation to use that prop firm. You've been in since 22.48. Once a 3 minute fair value gap close, saw SMT on the 3 minute. Very nice. Very nice. 22.48. That's what I'm talking about, man. Wow. All the way down here. Dude, good stuff. Where are you taking your TP at? Are you looking to target these highs as well? Well, there's the TP I've been wanting to take. That's the TP I wanted right there. So our trade, even though I didn't get my entry, this is the trade I wanted to see happen. We talked about this from the very second I hopped on the session. I said I want to see the longs come in all the way up to this 15-minute SIBI. Very nice. Good trade. Where's the strategy to learn it? It's under Joe's lessons on my YouTube as well. But if you go to Joe's lessons in the Discord, you will see the London close reversal. That should be one of the videos on there. Yeah, guys, this strategy, it's so funny because I was just teaching it to our mentorship class. We just went over a bunch of different entry models and stuff in a lot of detail, and it's playing out exactly again today. It played out on Tuesday. It played out on Tuesday perfectly, and it's playing out today perfectly. And guys, look how beautiful these equal lows are. I expect us to come right back down for those equal lows. That's why I'm not too worried about missing out on this right now. I know I really wanted these longs. It was such a good, good target. I just did not get the entry down here, and I was not going to chase up here. So now I'll wait for us to come up, tap into the equilibrium, tap into the premium, and then see our reversal and look for the shorts to take them right back down to low of day. That would complete this move, and that's what I would be looking for. So that is what I would be patient for right now. Remember, if you did take that trade, this was that TP level I wanted to take, and then the full TP would be in this 15-minute SIBI, or even around VWAP or at the equilibrium. That's up to you. But these longs on ES continue to push. I know we do have some SMT here. We do have some SMT, so we could start seeing that reversal happening pretty soon. But I do want to see if we can tap into this 15-minute first. Caught the longs. There we go. There we go. Another 1 minute busy just formed right here. You guys know I don't love longing right under VWAP, but I still expect this one to go up to a premium. So I might even still look to long this here. If we get a good reaction off this busy, I would still be willing to long this. All the way up to this 15 minute, 124 ticks. So we could keep like a, 50 tick stop or so. Even a 60 tick stop. I'd probably keep like a 55 tick stop on this one. And I will still be going in probably half a lot here. So I might look to target an entry right now, guys. If we can get a good bounce off this busy, unless we're going to inverse it here because of SMT, if we get a good bounce here, I will target a long position. If this is where we're going to start to reverse, that's when I'll start looking for shorts. But I want to see these longs step in for a little bit longer up into this 15-minute civvy. So that's what I'm looking for to target an entry. We'll see though. We might see a reversal pretty soon because we have SMT at the highs. ES already reached the equilibrium, the premium. So we might see a reversal start to step in pretty soon. Okay, we're gonna come down and almost completely inverse this 1 minute. Almost inversed it. Still closed inside of it though. Just gonna stay patient. We're gonna wait for our entry. We will wait for our A+ setup here. Caught the L. See, that threw me off. Whenever I think of L, I just think of loss. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see here. I guess you are right. I guess we don't have SMT, huh? Because ES did sweep that high. It did sweep that high, so what would I wait for if I was gonna long right now, guys? I'm waiting for the SIBI to form here, and I want to see if we're gonna run through the SIBI. Are we gonna run through the SIBI, or are we gonna start getting bearish order flow completely stepping in? Are we gonna start seeing the reversal right now? This is where we're gonna know. This is where we will know for sure. If we run through the SIBI, we're gonna be long up until this point at least. If we react hard off this SIBI, we will be short down to equal lows. This is a very key level here. Patience, patience, patience. Just wait for the setup. Taps into the 5 minute. Okay, let's see. Okay, we did tap into that 5 minute. We did tap into that 5 minutes, so now I want to see it start running through this 1 minute SIBI here. And then I can target a good entry in the longs. I'm okay with still waiting to here because we can still catch over 120 ticks even if we wait for us to inverse this. I'd rather wait for us to run through this 1 minute before I take my entry. We're sitting right below VWAP. We're in a 1 minute SIBI, so I'm not prepared to jump into the longs until I start seeing us really running through this level. Okay, if we start seeing momentum stepping in pretty hard, I would even think about getting an entry right at the top of this, like if we start to really push. But I would like to see us close above before. More ideally, waiting for us to close above that level would be a better entry, just in terms of being more conservative. So I'm just going to keep on waiting here. Okay, let's see. Are we going to finally inverse it? Are we going to finally inverse it here? I think we might. I think we might. I might look for my long entry right now, guys. I might start looking for my long entry pretty soon. Pretty soon here. As much as I'd like to wait for us to close above, I think we're going to break pretty soon. So I'm still going to wait, still going to wait. Let's wait for this next candle to open here. I'm going to wait for this next 1 minute candle here. Boom, 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 boom. We almost inversed. This is when I want to start looking for my entry. I would like to see us inverse first. I would like to see us close above first before taking my entry. Would you say we're bouncing off a 5-minute breaker? It would be a 5-minute breaker if this one came down and swept those lows. We didn't sweep those lows, so not technically a breaker, but pretty close. So it is still a good level of support. It is a good level of support. Still waiting, guys. What I don't want to do is get an entry while we haven't inversed, end up getting manipulated with price coming down, and then we miss out on that trade because of that. That's why you still see me being patient for the setup. All right, Mike. Catch you later, man. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your service. Come on, NQ. You can do it. You can do it. Setting up for a short on the 2 minutes. If we're gonna respect this 2 minute and bounce from it, yes. But if we close above that, I am not expecting any shorts right now. I'm expecting this to come up to the 15 up here. If we do respect that 2 minute and get a strong bounce, that's when I would be looking for the shorts. Okay, this is now when I want to get my entry here, guys. I'm gonna get my entry. I'm gonna be aggressive here. I'm being aggressive on this entry, guys. Very aggressive. Very aggressive here. I'm going to keep my stop. I'm just going half a lot. Remember that? We did inverse, so I'm going to keep my stop at 23.22. Keep my stop down below 23.22. So let's see if we can bounce off this inverse here. Remember, I'd be looking for a first TP at the entrance of this 15 minute. It's like 23.6625. But now we need to see a good bounce from this inverse. We're at a good bounce. We need to see a very good bounce off this 1 minute order block, 1 minute inverse, because we are right below VWAP. I want to see us inverse this 2 minute right now, guys, within the next 15 seconds, 20 seconds. I need to see us close above this inverse, or close above this 2 minute civvy here. If we can do that, we are golden. If we can do that, we're golden. We're bouncing off of the 5 minute busy. Good follow through. We just need to push through. Did we inverse? I think we inversed the 2 minute. Okay, we got the inverse of the 2 minute. Now we just got to push through the order block, push through VWAP. And then I will be have a lot of conviction in this setup. I do have conviction already. But now we just need to see that follow through happening. Now we just need to see that follow through. We need to see those longs really start to burst here, really start to pump. Go right through VWAP. So that's what I'm waiting for. Stop is below the inverse. Remember, it's just half a lot, so I'm risking very minimal profits here on the day. Very minimal profits. So not a lot of risk for me. Not a lot of risk here. If we're going to chop and kind of do this thing, you know, it's not a trade that I'll probably hold on to for a long time. We do have a lot of conviction here. I do have a lot of conviction in this setup right now, but I just don't want to see us chop. I don't want to see us chop around. Yeah, I am. All right, the main account. I'm still trading the same account. Same account. I'm trying to just get a little bit extra profit. Like I'm completely cool today with if I do take a loss. I'm cool with it because I'm not risking too much, and I'm gonna still be up really big on the day. So the risk to reward here for me is very worth it, personally. But we just got to see if we're gonna get follow through here. We're just getting a lot of stalling here, a lot of chop, a lot of stalling, a lot of chop. So let's see if we're gonna get that follow through or not. And I know we're in this 5-minute order block. Just really want to see us push up to the EQ here. Yes, exactly, right? If you're red on the day, or even if you're a little bit green or whatever, and you gotta always be mindful of that risk. Always. You gotta know, like there's days, guys, you guys know me. There's plenty of days where I make my win, I make my money, I completely walk away, I don't trade the account the rest of the day. This is one of those days where I see such a good, order flow, such a good setup in the market that I'm willing to still risk a little bit of my profits to make a little bit more just because I see that there's a really good setup. But you guys don't see me going in a full position. You see me staying in a half a position right here, keeping my risk very small, but still looking, for a 1 to 2 plus risk to reward here on this trade. Hey, what's up? You're green on the day, playing half my size, very smart. First TP is 236625. That is going into the 15-minute. You could also take a first TP right here at the EQ at 236175. Either one of those levels would be a good first TP. So now we really got to push through VWAP. We see the momentum stepping in. We need to see ES pushing through VWAP. We need to see NQ push through VWAP here. We've got a lot of conviction in this setup right now. I have a lot of conviction in this setup. Now I'm just waiting for that follow through. Come on now. Come on now, NQ. There we go. Let's just see this follow through here. What I'd think about doing is once we break above VWAP, I'd probably just move my stop to break even. Probably just make it a risk-free trade at that point if we do break through VWAP here. So far, we've hit just about 45 ticks. 45 ticks so far. We're looking for about 122 for first TP, just about 122. Okay, nice 1 minute busy formed. Remember, we are in silver bullet hour, so we want to see us using these imbalances here as support and getting an aggressive bounce off these imbalances. Let's see if this one's going to follow through. All right, man, you have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. We do want to see an ES pumping. I don't want to see SMT right now. I do not want to see SMT divergence here. I really want to see ES pump through these highs as well. Although ES has already reached the EQ, it's already reached the premium of this range, so we're just waiting for NQ to do the same. We want to see NQ reach the premium of this range here. What would make me possibly get out of this position is if we come down and inverse this 1 minute busy. That would make me not really like the trade as much. That would make me maybe sell my position. All right, because I want to see bullish order flow being respected. I want to see us pushing through VWAP. Right now, it's not looking like we're trying to do that. Very strong pullback here. So this is what I'm talking about. If we can't bounce from here, if we don't bounce from this 1 minute busy, I'll probably just cut this trade either at break even or for a very small loss. So we have to hold. This level has to hold right now. We do have SMT at the lows. We have SMT at the highs, so it's a lot of SMT back and forth. So if we're going to inverse this 1 minute, you'll probably see me just cut this trade here. And we have like 6 seconds until this 1 minute closes. It looks like we're going to inverse. Looks like we're going to inverse. Okay, so we inversed here, so I'll probably just end up cutting this position. Probably, you know what, I'm just going to move my stop like a few ticks away. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to move my stop all the way up to that low. All the way up here. I just move my stop there. Just in case we do want to pump here, but again, it's not looking too hot, so I'll probably just end up taking a small little loss here. Small loss for a few ticks. Few tick loss here. Fine by me. We didn't see the follow through that I wanted to see right off the. We did see a good pump right off the bat, but this looks like we want to maybe come back down a little bit. So that's why you guys see me risking a few ticks now. If we didn't inverse that 1 minute, I would still be holding this trade with my stop at the normal spot. Okay, so I just got stopped there. Small loss. That was like, what, maybe 3 ticks, 4 ticks. All right, so we didn't see the follow through there. We might still see the long step in overall, but I didn't like what I was seeing up here, right? Did not like that we rejected super hard off of VWAP, and then we ran through a 1 minute busy. Not really a trade I want to hold on to here. So what are we looking for now? If this is going to be the reversal point now, we're starting to look for bearish order flow to step in. We should start looking for bearish order flow. All right, we still have SMT at the highs and the lows, so we're just kind of caught in this little range right here. But do you guys see how I manage my risk on this type of trade, right? Personally, like if this was maybe the first trade I've taken on the day, maybe I would have held it for a little bit longer. But since, I'm trying to just take care of my profits here, hold on to my capital. Once I see my trade not playing out, I'm probably not gonna keep holding it. So now we're just kind of ranging a little bit of chop here. So yeah, how many ticks was my stop there? Like probably like 4 ticks or something, 5 ticks. Yeah, I think it was about 5 to 10 ticks, right? So very small loss. Very, very small with half a position. Now we're going to start seeing if the shorts are going to step in here down to equal lows. If the shorts are going to step in down to equal lows, we might be able to find a nice short position here pretty soon. Remember, we do have these equal lows all the way down here that I want to see us go to, but I was just hoping or expecting us to reach this 15-minute SIBI before we saw that reversal. Reach the premium before we saw the reversal. That was my expectation. Right now, it looks like the shorts might want to take control here. Still inside of that inverse right now. You can see ES is dropping. ES did not want to continue through VWAP. So we'll just have to stay patient and see if there's going to be another setup here for us. See if there's going to be another setup or not. So, and this is why this is why I didn't hold my stop all the way down here for the whole trade. I wasn't going to keep holding it all the way down here. Price was going to run all the way down and sell me out. Not worth it. Not worth it. So I'm waiting to see if these shorts are going to take control here, if we're going to form a little bit of a 1 minute bearish breaker. If we're going to displace and get a market structure shift back to the sell side. And start running through our 5 minute busy, or these 5 minute bullish imbalances, these 1 minute, 15-minute bullish imbalances. We have a 15-minute down here. So now I'm just going to have to keep waiting. I'm going to have to stay patient. Got the 1 minute SIBI above. But this is why risk management is so key, guys. Because I could have kept holding on to that trade. I could have gone into a full. I could have played that so much worse than I did. And a lot worse outcomes can happen. But when you become so in tune with your risk management plan, with your strategy, you're able to start navigating through these trades like this. You're able to start navigating through these trades and realize when you want to hold on to a trade and when you want to cut a trade. It did bounce, right? We did get a good bounce. Like I said, this is still not really a trade I wanted to keep holding after seeing us run through our bullish fair value gap. Not really a trade I wanted to keep holding. But that's just me and my strategy, understanding the trades that I want to hold on to and the trades I don't want to hold on to. There you go, AZ Sunshine. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, celebrate that. Celebrate that when you start to understand these things more clearly. So now I'm going to see if we're going to run right through this 1 minute SIBI after getting SMT at the lows. We did bounce off the 1 minute busy below. So we still actually might see these longs step into our target. So I might even think about one more long entry from up here. Might even think about one more long entry. Still looking for about 100 ticks of TP up there. So silver bullet, I'm trying to keep my stop below that candle of the fair value gap, below the inverse. Let's see if we're going to inverse here or not. The only thing I don't like is VWAP. I don't like that we're right at VWAP. So this will require some patience here. Sit on your hands if you need to. If you need to sit on your hands, do it. Like actually sit on your hands if you if you find yourself getting too tempted to jump into trades. No, I'm not on my FFN account right now. Still on my main account here. I will start trading my FFN account more often though. I'll start trading it more often. The only two times I've attempted to trade it were both of my live trading sessions with FFN, and both times I didn't take one single trade because of how bad our price action was during those sessions. So I haven't even taken trades on them yet. So we're just kind of ranging here, guys. We're just kind of ranging. Just ranging back and forth. Ranging back and forth here. Kind of boring price action, that's fine. The answer to that question, Andres, is yes. Both. Both. Did I start the stream? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Did I start the stream? I'm so confused right now. You guys are confusing me today. You guys are making me, for some reason, feel like I'm dumb. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm dumb today. What's going on? What's going on with me? I'm not understanding your guys' lingo. I guess my trades, the past few trades have taken all my brain cells away. Yeah, so if you are just joining up the stream, guys, we've taken one trade. We attempted the long here. We moved our stop like literally a few ticks away from break even, got stopped a few ticks away from break even. That's the only trade we've attempted so far. No, no, no. Yeah, guys, if you are trying to trade FFN, set up that onboarding call with them. I set up FundX myself. That's what I'm trading through for FFN, the FundX platform. But if you're still confused about stuff, you can set up that onboarding call with them and they'll walk you through how to set up everything. Like I said, guys, the customer service is great over at FFN. Yeah, when the AirPods, I do remember that. Dude, I low key though, I still think the wire headphones might still be the best ones. Like there's something I miss about just having wired headphones. Bro, they're awesome. And it's honestly almost like a style thing these days. Like if I see someone with wired headphones these days, I'm like that person's probably cool. That person's probably a really cool person. That's true. The amount of wired headphones I actually broke over the years, insane. Too many. Hey, that's how I know. You guys are cool dudes if you're using the wired headphones, man. I haven't used them. The only last time I've used them was on a flight, just to watch a movie. But those are the terrible wired headphones that they give you on the plane. Which I need to be smarter and just go buy a nice pair of wired headphones so I can have those for my flights. That's cool. Going back and forth, wired and Bluetooth. What model is it? Sony what? 'Cause I just use AirPods right now. Man, this range is pretty bad. This range is pretty bad right now. So not much we can trade off of here. Personally, not really a trade I would take right now. Bose also has those type. I'm gonna have to look into those. Looks like cells are about to step in here. Let's see. Let's see if they do. I've been waiting to see what direction price wants to finally go. Earpods fries your brain. I have heard that it's not good for your brain. And nothing's good for us these days. Everything they put out there is bad for us. Our food, everything we use can give us cancer. It's like what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Not use anything? Not eat anything? I have started to eat. I've eaten way more healthy though because I went through a period of my life where I was eating so unhealthy, gained a bunch of weight, was not happy with myself. That was kind of when I started getting into trading. Decided it's time to be over this. Decided to start eating healthy. Got in a lot better of shape. I still got a ways to go, but there is a point that I was like, you know what? I gotta change. I gotta change my ways. I gotta stop eating unhealthy. I gotta take care of my body. I gotta take care of my brain. And that was all kind of around the time I started trading. Oh, thank you. Over 100 pounds? Dude, that's amazing. Congratulations to you. That is truly amazing. That is not an easy thing to do. Wow. In 1 year, you're down 100 pounds. Dude, that's truly amazing. Like, wow. Man, I can only imagine how hard that was. In 4 months? In 4 months, you lost 100 pounds? Oh, 1 year and 4 months. 1 year and 4 months, you lost 100 pounds. That's insane. If you don't mind me asking, what did you do? What did you do to change? Like, what did you do to be able to do that? And guys, I know I'm off topic here, but price action is just ranging right now and choppy, so there's no entries I'm going to take yet. Just counted your calories, worked out consistently, I'm assuming. 30 in 4 months. Dang, guys. You guys did better than me. I lost 20 pounds, I think, in like a year. 20 pounds in like a year for me. Every time I get back in the gym, I end up hurting my back again because I have a herniated disc in my back. I ended up hurting it, and I have to take like a few weeks off, and then I get back into it, and then I hurt myself again. It's not fun. No fried food, high protein meals, work out 5 times a day. No carbs, processed sugar. Carbs is a huge one. I cut out a lot of sugar, I cut out a lot of carbs and processed gluten. Any unnatural gluten I took out of my diet for a long time. Yes, dude, that's something I focus on is eating non-inflammatory food. That's why I've actually thought about going on like a some kind of version of the carnivore diet, just because it's you're getting away from all the inflammatories, and I've heard great benefits. Not like a full carnivore diet. Like I would still eat certain things. Yeah, fruit and greens. Fruit and greens, honestly, I know that's not really a carnivore diet, but like just taking out gluten and processed sugar, all that stuff completely out of the diet. Yep, whole food, exactly. Exactly. I love sourdough. That's like the only bread that I'll eat is sourdough. Or like I haven't been super strict on my diet recently. So like I'll have pizza every once in a while, but for bread other than pizza, it's really just sourdough. The US does not do a lot of things right when it comes to our food. Our food is pretty messed up here in the US. But we're also extremely blessed to have access to food constantly. It's just that balance. It's like appreciating that we have the food that we do, but also trying to make a change to the system of how they're trying to basically poison our food, and they have been for a long time. Yep, very true. Dude, the FDA just makes money. That's all they do. That's all they do. They just make money. They make deals with the food companies and they cash in. Yeah, our portion sizes are just huge. Huge. Like when I've gone to different countries, like going to, Cuba, Colombia, Mexico, every time I go, I'm like, this food is just so good and so natural, and my stomach isn't used to it, and I literally get sick because I'm so used to processed food. It's insane. Yeah, guys, we're still sitting in this range right now, still chopping. We really aren't doing anything. We're still just ranging, so doesn't look like much is gonna happen right now. Probably not until Power Hour, which is coming up pretty soon, actually, in like 9 minutes. About 9 minutes. Jeez, guys, stay safe for anybody in Florida. I just saw that. Just got a notification on my phone that the hurricane is now up to a category 3. So please stay safe, anybody that's affected by that hurricane. Work as a truck driver here, all you eat is McDonald's, Burger King, Subway. Yeah, that's like all that's available to you. If you're a truck driver, I mean, you're driving all the time late at night. You don't want to, there's not really many other places you can stop. Dude, you live in Belgium? That's cool. I really want to go to Belgium at some point. You work in medical. Oh, exactly, Tony. Yep, right when I hop off is when it's gonna boom. Work in medical device sales, and they're about maintaining, not curing. 100%, man. I completely believe that. Like, no doubt, no doubt. I might go on a little bit of a rant. I might sound like a psycho, but I truly believe our healthcare system in the U.S., our food in the U.S., those companies, they do not care one bit about what you are putting in your body as long as they're making money. That's all they care about. The healthcare system, from what I've experienced, and I know there's a lot of great people in the healthcare system, but when you look at Big Pharma, they don't want to cure you. They just want you to continue to be sick so you can continue to purchase their drugs. That's the way I see it. Yeah, it's insane. Like, there's got to be a better way. Got to be a better way. That's just the way I feel. No, exactly. There's so many issues I'm sure would have been solved by now if there wasn't greed at the top. So many issues. And that's why, like, man, I think about it in my own life. I'm like, okay, if the more, money I start making from trading, the easier it gets to be greedy, right? The easier it gets to be greedy. And I have focused on that since before I had any money. I thought to myself, when I do have money, I will stay away from greed. I will not be a greedy person. I will bless others. Like that's my one of my main focuses because it's so easy to fall into that greed when you start making a little bit more money. You start thinking like, I need more and more, I need more and more, I need to, not help other people with this money. This should all go to buying stuff for myself. Like that's something I focus on so much because I've seen it in so many other people's lives around me, and I've seen it we're just talking about the U.S., right? The government, these big companies, the greed is just it's sad. It's really sad, and I do not want to be a part of that. I truly don't. Yeah, right. I feel like the older you get, the more you start to realize things. Like you're like, oh, that's happening. Oh, wait, that's happening too. It's just the innocence we have when we're younger. I mean, like, I'm sure I'm still innocent to some things too. That I'll in a few years down the road I'll be like, what was I thinking? So we're just right back up into that 1 minute Sibby. And even if we do inverse this right now, I still don't even know if I want to take a long, guys. We're still below VWAP. We have equal lows. We tried this before. We inversed the Sibby. We had a great long entry. No follow through. Bounced off VWAP. Came right back down and chopped around. So even if this one does break out right now, this is still not a trade I'm willing to take yet. Just because we're still in this range. This is still not a trade that I'd want to take. Honestly, I probably won't. I probably won't even end up taking another trade here with this price action. I mean, we've gotten our wins on the day already, guys. We've had some big wins today. We've had some big wins today this whole week. I think overall now I've taken 5 trades on the week. Sunday night break even. Um, Monday no trades. Tuesday 2 trades, 1 loss and 1 big winner. Wednesday no trades. Today 2 winning trades, and then this one other trade that was a small loss, which I consider it to basically be break even. So maybe that's 6 trades. So 6 trades on the week, I think. 6 trades on the week. And I have more than tripled my losses from last week. More than tripled my losses from last week in profits. Right? That's why I said last week is a survival week. We got to get through it. It's going to be tough. We might take some losses. We got through the week. We kept our losses really small. And, going on from Thursday, even starting from Thursday, that's when we started to go on our win streak again. So it's really just early in the week. Tuesday, Wednesday were the only days I lost. Then Thursday, we made a big win Friday. ended up $80 in profit in the past few days. It's been pretty solid. So it's just continuing to focus on certain weeks. You got to just hold on to your capital. Don't be too risky. Weeks like this, we're holding on to our capital and then we're taking profit and we're taking these trades at good times and we're catching some big trades. So that's what it's all about, in my opinion. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to be it for me. I think I'm going to end the session here. Great trading day for us. Good stuff today. Hold on to those profits. Don't risk all those profits. And let's come back tomorrow. I'll let you know. I might take another trade tonight if we see something good again. So you might hear from me tonight. If not, we'll come back tomorrow ready to have another great day. So you guys stay safe. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Enjoy watching football or whatever you're going to do tonight. Thanks, guys. Thank you. And are we pumping now? Now we're pumping. That's fine. I don't care. I'm not getting in this right now. All right, guys. Appreciate you. God bless. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.